but don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with Bros. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go incline today too. Frozen, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me back in the gym after them Blizzy's hamburgers, potato salad, macaroni salad, pasta salad, baked beans. Ooh, you know, the ribs, the pork chops, the chicken wings. Yes, I said wangs, no diddy. And the kibasi hot sausages. Yeah, it was on the menu over the weekend. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend. We got a free event also. Shout out to the Riot. Coffee Brown versus A-Ward went down. Muwop versus NXT. Real name Brandon versus Snake Eyes. And I tell you what, free 99 is always the best price, bros. Would you say? Can't beat a free 99, right? So I don't even want to get into the event was an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Event was solid.
It was 3 out of 10.
It was free out of 10. It was free out of 10 is what it was. But one thing that I thought was fire was they ran late for the East Coast. So if you fell asleep, Coffee versus A-Ward was out the next morning as a YouTube drop.
It was out when the battle was done.
Oh, they cut the stream?
Yes.
And then released that battle?
Yes.
Avocado and motherfucking Geechi got it. What's going on, sir? How you doing? All right. Yeah. So that battle was out, which I fell asleep on it. So I woke up to that battle. First off, I want to say A-Ward's the top 10 battler in the world. I don't know who needs to hear that. Stop fighting it. Accept it. He's that damn good. He is a high-level battler if you've never seen one. Also, too, what I love about A-Ward is his range, right? Like, battle somebody he don't really know, battle a poppin' female battler, house show, big name battle. It really doesn't matter. A-Ward usually shows up 8, 9 out of 10 times at a very elite level, and you can't take that for granted. You can't take that for granted, and I know I don't, and I know I won't. Coffee, you know, this is the only way I know how to say what I'm trying to say. Coffee has kind of took over 40 Bar's job. You know, 40 is on her way out the door. I don't think that means we're not going to see a battle from her ever again. I think we'll see sporadic performances, but Coffee has kind of filled those shoes. What I mean by that is 40 has such a unique style. You can only go to the 40 store to buy it. They don't sell it anywhere else. One store, one style, cannot be mimicked. We also take for granted that type shit in battle rap, right? Coffee. Coffee's not my favorite battler. Coffee's not my favorite female battler. But I might appreciate her the most. I might appreciate her at the Jazz. I might appreciate her the most. Because I know I can only go to one store if I want to get that coffee, baby. You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying, bros? I can only go to one store if I want to get that coffee, baby. Have a good night, man. So, I want to say, first off, in this battle, rebuttals damn near every round. They was just rebuttaling each other to start the round. Obviously, A-Ward had the better rebuttals, but I appreciate Coffee's effort. and her rebuttals weren't ass. In general, great battle. I gave the battle 2-1 award.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Can you speak to how hard it is as a battler to listen to someone else rapping, lock in your own rounds,
So
but then
me-
listen to what they're saying and also trying to rebuttal what they're saying?
So me and bros talk about this all the time because he knows how ill of a freestyler I am. But I can never get it done in the ring. I don't know if it's yips, nerves, or a mixture of all those things. But for some reason, I can't unlock that part of my game. But what I will say is, when it comes to rebuttaling, for me, I'm listening to what my opponent is saying, but I'm really locked in on how my round's supposed to start so I can get those wheels on the track and start performing my round. Really hard to listen to another battler 100%, hear something, and then start putting something together while he's rapping. You fuckers that could do that at a high level, at an average level, you guys are different. And you're special. Because it's difficult to do. Whew. I ain't gonna hold you. Froze hurt his foot. This treadmill about to sting now. Snake Eyes versus real name Brandon. Let me tell you something about Snake Eyes. You know, Snake talk way too much shit to have days off like that. You know, like that's Snake's best quality. Shit talking, drawing you into the match, and getting you invested, whether you want to see him win or see him lose. When I go up there and I see him out in Cali on the Riot, I actually thought Snakes have been having a really productive year and a solid year. But then he gets up there and matches that are good for him, W's that'll be good for him. A clear over real name Brandon is good for Snake. A clear, good performance on the Riot against real name Brandon is important to Snake and his campaign because he's not a fan favorite. So even though he's a fan favorite at the same time in a different sense, but Snake just wasn't there. He had some solid material. Rounds were short as fuck. Energy was off. And he was damn near jerseying out of the third in the second round. The way he ended his third was fucking sickening if you're a Snake Eyes fan. The way he ended his second was bullshit. But the way he ended his fucking third was annoying, pissed me off. And
Just can't afford it.
can't afford it, Snake. Cannot afford it. Not in the position you're in. Not the type of heat you get from the fans and the up and down relationship you got with the fan and medias. The fans and media. Can't have that. Snake, you know I'm a fan. That was fucking bullshit. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. Now, battle I want to talk about the most though is Muwop motherfucking NXT. First off, let's start here. Y'all be really making the wins and losses super arguable because y'all be caping. Okay, let me be the first to say, since I'm from the city of Philadelphia, or kind of, depending on who the fuck you ask and what type of dick eating mood they in, I'm biased when I'm watching a battle. Not biased in the sense that I'm gonna lie about the outcome, but more of who I want to win. Even though Muwop be calling me out, and I'm going to fucking 30 him beyond belief to anybody around him in his camp, he won. He beat NXT, but he didn't body NXT. And one thing about, you know, local fans and shit like that, they get in the bag where it's like, he bodied NXT. No, he didn't. He went on the road and he won. And he had a solid, at times, impressive performance. NXT was solid, but that's what I want to see if I'm a Muay fan. NXT's a vet, loads more of experience than Muay. And even though the battle was competitive, Muay pretty much controlled most of the pace. But why does that stand out to me? Well, first major road game for him, where he wasn't going out there as a league, he was going out there as Muay. California versus a West Coast dude who got more experience than him. NXT supposed to handle the young bull, and he couldn't. That's the credit to Muay. That means Muay. That means Muay has the upside we think he has. A lot of work to do. I'll be the first to tell you. But I ain't gonna steal young boy moment by being overcritical. Because one thing about me is I know he's young. So it is things he gotta learn. It is mistakes he's gonna make. But job well done, Muay. Job well done. They were saying Easy said you wasn't resigning with the trenches a couple weeks ago. Thought that would have been a terrible decision on your part. Then I heard that you guys did resign and you're gonna be sticking around, which I think is healthy for you. But if you did anything, you showed anybody who was questioning, you could go on the road and defend yourself. And you don't need a mountain of Philly niggas behind you gassing your shit for you to go get it done. So, bravo, Muay. Shout out to you. I think I seen your manager, Nah Money. I love Nah. It's my guy. If that is your manager, you got a guy who knows battle rap because he stuck around and he learned it, and he's quiet. Couldn't have a better manager. Nah Money ain't never gonna try to take credit for a performance. Nah Money ain't never gonna sit in spaces and talk about what type of year you had since he got with you, and so that's a good decision. You're making good decisions, Mo. And I'll tell you what, you on your way to that Rosenberg just fucked me up battle. Keep it up. Keep it up, youngin'. Because I'm proud of you, but also I got something for you. I got something for you. You're gonna become a pro when you battle Rosenberg, Mo. You're gonna become a pro. Because I'm gonna teach you some shit. And although I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna learn you something too. That way 5 years from the time when I fuck you up, you're gonna be able to say, I fuck with Rosenberg. I learned a lot from that matchup. But my bad, Mo, I ain't mean to make it about me. On this treadmill with my energy up. Shitting me. So, shout out to Geechi. Shout out to Avocado. Shout out to the Riot putting that free event out. You know, Marv 1 is catching a lot of heat. I think he was judging the tournament battles for fines. Brody? And they said he had a lot of questionable decisions. Let me tell y'all a story one time. One time me and Bros was at an event and there was a tournament battle going on. This was so egregious, I won't tell you no names. Me and Bros was at a tournament before and it was a finalist battle or something like that, or close to it. They picked judges right before the battle. One of the judges was a big name battler. So while this battle is going on, we're in the back of the event having a jolly old good conversation during this battle. So much so, well, none of us watching this motherfucking battle. End of the battle come, they get on the mic, they call for the judges. Yo, judges to the stage. When I tell you, this motherfucker got up, looked at all of us, and said, yo, who y'all had winning that joint? Who y'all had in that battle? Motherfuckers like, 2-1, whatever. Did I tell you, he got his ass up on stage and picked the battle we told him to pick. He ain't listened to a motherfucking bar. this was a important battle. I say all that to say, man, start picking these motherfucking judges wisely. What? What'd I do? You laughing at me? You ain't like I told that story?
No.
Yeah. Fuck, it happened. And we got in that car and me and bros was talking about it. Like, yo, that was bad. Start checking these motherfucking judges, man. I ain't saying Marv did a bad job. I'm hearing he did a bad job. But nevertheless, you know, sometimes they be on bullshit in these joints. So I do be feeling bad for rappers who catch a bad break, especially if a judge wasn't fully locked in. Hey, man, y'all enjoy y'all week. We on a 30 for 30. I believe it's day 7. Frozen-thon. We in this gym. We working. I'm about to get this treadmill on incline and get cooking. Love is love. I'll see you tomorrow. Your friends won't tell you. Frozy will.
Don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like J Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk.